Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Get my camera set up here. I'm having a lot of camera problems and I really apologize for the quality of my recordings. I promise it'll get better once I buy a new webcam. That won't be for another couple of weeks, but it's a work in progress. I'm losing my voice. When I did the Doreen Virtue vid a couple of weeks ago, I really had no idea I would get that many views. Wow. I have been kind of looking around on YouTube, and I've noticed a lot of other people are posting videos about her too, and pretty much saying the same thing that I have said about her. And so this is part 2, and I'm not going to be here too long. But if you notice in the thumbnail, that astrology chart is of Doreen Virtue. And I'm going to bring that up so I can look at it. And I'm going to go over it with you a little bit in detail, kind of give you a perspective on her stars. Now, bear with me. I am going to I'm going to bring up her file, so bear with me. Where is she? Sorry, you guys. I should have had this up and running already. There it is. Okay, good. Okay, so now that I have her chart up, after watching other videos of other people talking about her, most all of us kind of like, I watch a video of, I follow a YouTube channel called N5D, and the guy on there is like, what the F? So it's not just me. Most of us in the esoteric realm are like, huh? What? But I had found out a little bit more information from my friend who graduated from her courses or her school. And she had told me back in like 2016, now she's on her 3rd or 4th marriage. And as soon as she met her last husband, things changed, I guess. She said there was just this big change in her. What bothers me the most, and this has nothing to do with her going back to Christian fundamentalism. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is people have given her money, and I'm not talking small amounts. She's not cheap. She's expensive. People have given her money to take her courses, and in one of her last statements that I read, she said she's going to take the money that she's made and consider it a donation and live her life. Well, you know what? That's not fair. Doreen Virtue, if you are the true Christian that you claim to be, you will refund those students their money. That would be the right thing to do. Or as you guys call it, you Christians, the Christ-like thing to do, the honest thing to do. That's probably why she's getting sued, is because she owes students money. I mean, I would be livid right now if I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to her to take these courses, and then she decides, oh, I'm sorry, I'm done doing this, and doesn't reimburse you the money. That's called fraud, in my opinion. And that's probably why she's being sued. And I'm not trying to sit here and be negative. That's not my intentions, but it's pretty crummy to do to your students. At least give the refund if you're no longer going to do this and you're no longer going to teach. You have to give the refund. Once I looked at her stars, it explained a lot. On the thumbnail, and I don't know how to bring this up, or I would. If I hit this button, I might end a stream. But I'm trying to figure out what I would. going to work. In the thumbnail for this, I posted her chart, and I can post it on my Astrology Witch Facebook page as well. But Doreen Virtue's chart, now it's not exact because I don't have a time of birth, but with my method of astrology, which is not modern, I can get a lot of information without a birth date or a time, that is. So she is born on April 29th, 1958. Now I know I don't have an exact time, so I put 12 p.m. The only thing that'll be inaccurate on my chart here will be her midheaven and her ascending, which looks like sitting in the second and fifth house, which will be inaccurate because we don't have a birth time. Yeah, we don't have a birth time, so we really can't see where her ascending and midheaven is. But with the information that we do have and the beauty of Nostradamus's 16th century method of astropsychology, we can really tap into what's going on with Doreen Virtue. And I will tell you this right now. I never got into her, okay? Even though, you know, I showed you, I have her angel cards and I have the angel book, which I'm going to go over with you guys today as promised. I got into her and I don't know why. I would try to watch her videos. People would tell me to take her courses, and she just, there was always something about her. It wasn't that I disliked her. She just wasn't for me. Now I look at her chart right now, and once you get to know me and the method of astrology that I practice, it's very similar to draconian astrology in some way. We work with the dragon head and tail. And with Doreen, she has this is a double concentration because she not only has a natal dragon's head and tail in these two signs, but she also has a hidden. So it's not dignified, but it's double concentration. So her dragon's head is, is Scorpio, and it's a double energy, and it's in the 8th house. Now this is what gives her her gifts. This is, in the 8th house is the house of metaphysics. It's the house of witchcraft, psychic abilities. She's got a dragon's head in Scorpio. Scorpio rules witchcraft, metaphysics, the darker world. She has a double energy sitting there. So she was very, very good at what she did. However, that's sitting in her 8th house. The tail, which is in Taurus. Taurus rules money. Similar placement to this. Not saying she's identical to this in any sense of the way, but Bernie Madoff had a negative dragon's tail in Taurus in the 2nd house. 2nd house rules money, and it rules wealth. So with that being said, she's got a double concentration. This is double energy sitting on her 2nd house. And when you have the tail, you have karmic residue. You have, you're comfortable in your past life. So looking at her chart, yeah, she's screwing over her students. And she's not a charlatan because she knows her craft. But I guess in the realm that she's moved on to, it's okay to screw people over because that's the Christ-like way, I guess. It's the godly way. Sorry, I'm laying the sarcasm on a little thick today. Dragon tail in Taurus in the 2nd house will always bring people who are, not all, but some, will always bring people who are a little misleading with money, a little shady. So that's something you want to look at in someone's chart. Dragon tail in Taurus will always bring in a 2nd house shady dealings, deceit and lies. And she has the sun right there too on her second house. So um, that makes her, in some ways, it's easy for her to get away with it in some ways. But I don't think this is going to happen for her. Now, I do notice that, let's see. So she has a moon in Virgo. So this makes her an incredibly picky and fussy, particular individual. It's sitting right there in her sixth house of health and service to the world. And I think she probably over obsesses with her health in some ways. She has a Jupiter in the seventh house, and that's the house of marriage. And she has been married a few times. Hopefully, this one's the charm, so to speak. That's just a little rundown of Doreen Virtue's stars. I'm going to write some more about her in the coming week about her on my website. It's a little hard to do right here. My software's on another computer and I don't have it on right now, but bringing up her chart one more time. Let's see. So she has a Saturn in Sagittarius. Okay, so remember, Saturn is in its negative. Saturn is the fear principle. And Saturn in its negative is fear. It's disease. It's karmic fate. Saturn in its positive state is discipline and structure. And she has that sitting there in her ninth house. Her ninth house is higher learning, higher education, travel, foreigners, laws. Saturn in Sagittarius, ninth house. And remember, ninth Sagittarius, she has Jupiter sitting there. No, Jupiter, yeah, Jupiter's in Sag too, natally. Not natally, but for this year. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud, looking at someone's chart. So she has Saturn stationed right in the ninth house, okay? And this is somewhat, remember, Saturn's a karmic planet, just like Neptune. Those two planets are very karmic. So she feels comfortable back with her Christian fundamentalism. It's what she grew up with. Her parents are Christian fundamentalists. So this is familiar and it's comfortable for her. Unfortunately, she's not living in accordance to what her stars want her to do. And her stars want her to swim upstream into the realm of Scorpio. Dragon's head is in Scorpio. Stars want her to swim upstream into the realm of metaphysics, angel card readings, continuing her metaphysical journey, so to speak, on this planet. Unfortunately, with her Saturn being in the ninth house and the dragon tail, a double energy at that, sitting in her second house of wealth and possessions, she's taken a step backwards and has stepped away from the love and the light and moved into that sectarian realm of fear. It's actually very sad. I feel very sad for her. I feel bad for her in some ways. But it's on her, not me. I can only feel bad for so long before I say, as we say in Italian, baffangu. There's only so much a person can deal with and watch happen before you have to sit there and walk away and go, okay. So yeah, it looks like she just feels very comfortable sitting there, ripping off her students, moving on. I actually went and looked at some of her new sites, and it's all Bible scripture now. There's nothing about angel cards. There's nothing about any of the things the demonic things that she posted. And I actually got some feedback from a couple of my friends who are FBIs, full-blooded full-blooded Native, and I asked them what their take was on this. And a lot of my Native American friends are Christian. A lot of them, not all of them. And, you know, a lot of my Native friends do medicine cards and oracle cards, not just the angel cards, but, and of course, there's the drumming and the dream catcher and all of this stuff. And in a nutshell, when, how do I say it? When you get involved with Christian fundamentalism, I'm not talking about Christianity as a whole. I know a lot of people who are Christians and they read the angel cards and they do this and they do that. Not all of them. But this type of Christianity is right there with the hardcore Muslims that will die for their religion. They're equal. They're equal, even though they complain about each other. They're equal. They're one and the same. Christian fundamentalism and radical Muslim beliefs. It's right up there. Same level. Different religion, but same level. Unfortunately, she's on a path that she feels she needs to take, and it's because she is going back into her past life. Her past life. I'm going to look a little deeper into that and see what she was in a past life. She was a female. I know that much. I'll have to look deeper and see. But yeah, she feels very comfortable with her decisions and what she's done. I don't know if she'll feel that comfortable once the lawsuits start rolling in. I don't know how she's going to feel about that. Anyway, as promised before, like I said, I wasn't going to go on here for too long, but as the only book of hers that I own, it's a nice book. I like it. And I had promised you all that I would tell you, why not piss her off a little more too, you know. She wrote this book, and I'm going to go on here and tell people all about it. No, I'm a little spiteful. Anyway, I wanted to go through this as promised and let each and every one of you know what your guardian angel is by house, or not by house, by sign. So I'm looking for the beginning of this with Aries. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's just the coolest book. I don't know if any of you have this book, but it's really a neat book. It's really done well. Like I said, I was never a big fan of hers. So for me to go and actually be in a bookstore and buy this, I was drawn to it for a reason. So even though I'm not a fan of hers, she has put out some good literature and great oracle cards from what I've seen through the years. All right, Aries. It says, Aries, your archangel is Ariel. A-R-I-E-L. Ariel. So remember that, Aries, when you're, if you're having a rough time and things aren't going right, you can always call upon this guardian angel to help you. It will always help Aries in need. The next one is Taurus. There's a lot in this about Aries in this. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, your archangel is Chamuel. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but there you go. Taurus and Archangel Chimule. Always call upon that archangel when in distress, dear Taurus. All right, going through it. Let's see. There's like 10 pages on each sign. Gemini, your archangel is Zadkiel. Zadkiel. I'm getting there. We're going to Cancer next. Oh, Cancer, your archangel is Gabrielle. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the hierarchies right there. And remember, Cancer is a very spiritual sign, and we are in a dragon's head and tail right now. Universal energy is in Cancer. So, in a way, the hierarchy angel Gabrielle is kind of roaming around the universe. This energy is very high for Gabrielle. And Cancer, that is your archangel. Cancer, we go to Leo. Leo. Bear with me, Leo. Hey, at least I have my glasses on this time, right? Woohoo! Leo, your archangel is Raziel. Raziel? I'm showing you each page so you can get the spelling, because I'm not sure if my pronunciation is accurate. So that's why I'm... Okay, on to Virgo. Virgo, your archangel is Metatron. Mighty Metatron. So in times of need, Virgo, call upon your archangel Metatron. And after Virgo is Libra. And with Libra, we have the archangel Jophiel. And the next one after Libra is Scorpio. And Scorpio, your archangel is Jeremiel. And of course, after Scorpio, we go on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, his archangel is Raguel. And after Sagittarius is Capricorn, and Capricorn's is Azrael. And on to Aquarius. And with Aquarius, it's Uriel. And Pisces. Hold on. I must have passed a few pages here. Ooh. Look at the artwork, though. I mean, before I get into the Archangel Pisces, this is just a picture from one of the chapters. I just think the artwork is really, really beautiful. I don't know. I'm kind of into the artsy-fartsy stuff. Pisces, your angel is Sandalphon. So, check it out on your own, different archangels, and it gives a whole text here about what to do when you call upon them on this page. It'll tell you little things you can do. It's a really cool book. It's really too bad, but Oh, well, it is what it is, and we all move on. Um, I do find some of her comments about some of the demonic things a little insulting, especially to our First Nation people, but that is just my opinion. And someone else may disagree, and that's okay too. But that was my part two on Doreen Virtue, and I do want to wish everyone a very happy new moon. It is today. I believe it's happened already. I think it took place at 4:04 Eastern Time. So we are in the new moon, and it is in Aquarius. So right now, full or new moon in Aquarius, this is a green light to purchase anything dealing with electronics, new computers, new laptops, new cell phones, even new cars. This is a great time to purchase plane tickets. Aquarius rules aeronautics, and planes are blessed under these stars. So buying your airline tickets in a waxing moon, especially going into Aquarius, completely blessed by the stars. Um, you will have a great time and a wonderful trip as long as you plan it in accordance with the universal laws of the moon. Aquarius, though, new moon in Aquarius. So this, I have already posted the forecast by house and sign and how this new moon will affect you. You can check that out at astrologywitch.com. You can check me out on Facebook at Astrology Witch. And please, if you like what you see here, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100. And every little subscription helps. Every little, like button helps. And I was very delighted to see I had like 248 views. I know I'm not the only person in the esoteric world talking about Doreen Virtue. So, and I did go and look at others myself, and I kind of felt good after I finished watching them because I realized that, hey, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Other people are like, what? So anyway, happy new moon. Get out there and make it happen. Like I said, Aquarius is all about electronics. So get out there and buy your new electronics, cell phones, cars, anything to do with technology, anything to do with like UFOs and paranormal investigating, any kind of equipment for that. If you want your night vision goggles, this is the most excellent time to purchase them. Your EVPs, your Sophia, come here, hold on. She's my little paranormal investigator here. You don't have to come on camera. EVPs, what are some other equipment they use?
Spirit box.
Spirit box.
I don't know exactly what it's called.
Electromagnetic field thing.
Yeah.
Geiger counters, things like that will all be blessed under these stars. So if you're into the paranormal, too, sky gazing tonight and tomorrow will be incredible, especially if you're looking for your futuristic brothers. I have gone out on some things here doing night vision, and it's really incredible what you can see. We are not alone in this world, my friends. I have a couple of friends locally here in Monterey. I live on the Monterey Peninsula on central coast of California. And there's some incredible stuff happening in the Monterey Bay once the sun sets. It's amazing, and it's all through night vision goggles. So if you're into all that stuff, this is the perfect time to invest in that. It is the perfect time to go out and explore and see what the heavens have in store for you. Good time to buy any kind of items like that. And that is about it. Have a blessed new moon, and I will see you guys at another time. Thank you. Have fun. Happy Monday. So 5 more days. Thanks, you guys. Ciao.